Welcome everyone to day 9 of David's Tea's 24 Trips with Tea 2023 edition, and today we are going down to South America because today's tea of the day is Brazilian mate. Now, many of you might be wondering what mate is, and it is a drink that's very popular in South American countries such as Brazil and Argentina. It's almost like a tea alternative because it comes from a plant that very much resembles like a pine bush. And when we look at the tea, it does have low caffeine, 1 out of 3 dots, which is kind of interesting to me because mate in itself is found in a lot of energy drinks these days. So I don't know if they're just using a higher amount, but they'll use that as an alternative to synthesized caffeine. And the ingredients of this tea are 100% organic yerba mate from Brazil. So let's look at the mission statement, because this is inspired by areas such as Paraná, Brazil. Paraná, Brazil. I'm definitely mispronouncing that, but let's see. It says an energizing green yerba mate that's grown surrounded by the lush native forest and wildlife of Brazil. So before we get into the taste test, I want you guys to correct me of how to pronounce that area because I want to learn, right? But when we smell it, it does smell like yerba mate. Now, as I mentioned, yerba mate comes from something similar to like a pine bush. And it gives it its distinct flavor because it doesn't taste like tea. If you were to compare it to a tea, it would be kind of like a green tea, but it has its own kind of like floralness to itself. So I'm excited to try this because I need a nice little kick today. So let's check it out. That is delicious. Now, I steep my yerba mate like regular tea. In countries like Argentina and probably Brazil as well, they use almost like a chalice type of thing, and they'll let the yerba mate kind of just simmer in it and drink it with it still just kind of floating around, to my knowledge. So I always feel like a fraud when I steep it like regular tea, but it's kind of meant to be done that way with the David's Tea version. And this is actually delicious. I used to buy bags of yerba mate because you could get them off Amazon for a while, and they came in like coffee kind of bags, and it was just yerba mate, and it was delicious. Yerba mate for me is a flavor that I don't think it's for everyone because of its just intricate taste to it, right? It has kind of like what it was saying on the bag. It has like a foresty taste to it. It tastes very similar to like a pine tree, if we're being real. And the reason I compared it to green tea earlier was because of that light bitterness that green tea kind of has. That's what this reminds me of, but it does have its own identity, its own flavor. And I'm very happy that David's Tea included that in 24 Trips with Tea, because for a while they didn't have many mates in their catalog, and if they did, they were usually mixed with tea. So the fact that this is a straight yerba mate from Brazil, I am very happy with it. It's a very welcomed addition to today, and this flavor is exactly what I need to kind of finally get me up and running, even though it's the middle of the afternoon, so I feel like I might be up a little late today. But guys, if you're following along, what do you think of day 9, Brazilian mate, if you were able to try it today? As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I will catch you tomorrow. Until next time, steep it, drink it, and enjoy.